Life on the road has been good for the Rays, taking 5 of 6 games on last week's trip, building a 13-5 mark overall on the road, the best in the bigs. Tonight, Tampa Bay looks to bring that winning formula home to the Trop, where a couple of Jeremys take to the hill, beginning a 3-game set. Rays-Orioles start now on Sun Sports. Welcome to Friday Night Rays, presented by Hard Rock at Night. Tonight, the Rays return home off a 5-1 road trip. They begin a 5-game stand against the Baltimore Orioles, with New York in Monday and Tuesday in a 2-game set. Tonight, game 1 of the 3-game series against the Orioles. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Tropicana Field and a night of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson. I'm Dwayne Statz. Great to have you aboard. We'll be hearing from Todd Callis in just a few moments. Well, the Rays are in first place all alone for the first time this year. A game up on New York off that very successful road trip in which they continued to score lots of runs, averaging over 6 runs a game on the road. The presence and the production of Evan Longoria has a lot to do with that.
Absolutely. He had a tremendous road trip. You know, he came back. He had his first 3 games at home against the Blue Jays. Did not swing the bat that well, but goes on the road and goes off. He goes 8 for 23 on the road. He had a couple of home runs, started with the power production, the 8 RBIs, also scored 6 runs, had 4 doubles, and he was consistent. That's what you liked about it. The 6-game road trip, he hit in 5 of the 6 games, and also had 3 multi-hit games. So you got to love Evan Longoria on that road trip. Hopefully he can continue that at home. The Rays can score more than 3 runs tonight.
Yeah, and coming into tonight's homestand, it will be Jeremy Hellickson on the hill. He's had great support, better than 9 runs every time he goes out there. He's pitched well against this Baltimore ball club in 2 prior outings. Not as sharp as he'd like to be in his first outing this year against Baltimore.
Yeah, his last start against the Orioles, he went 5 shutout innings, but he walked 5 guys. Overall, the number's very good. 2-0 record. Yeah, he's had 2 starts against the Orioles. You got to remember, Jeremy Hellickson only has 10 big league starts total. So he's continuing to learn. The key for him is that pitch right there. Throw to the outer edge, inside edge, the outer third, the inner third, quality strikes early in the count.
So Hellickson in with a mark on the year of 3 wins and 2 losses. He'll be opposed by Jeremy Guthrie, making his 8th start. He was very, very good against the Rays here opening day, and he's had some challenges since then, including getting his team to score him some runs. When we come back, Casey Kotchman at the bat. What a hot bat it has been. Todd Callis takes a look.
one of the more pleasant surprises on this season here for the Rays has been the play of the former Seminole Warhawk, Casey Kotchman. Kotchman did not make the team coming out of spring training, but what an addition he has been. Defensively, this guy's one of the best around, and then offensively, he's got that stroke back as he's hit as well as he ever has in his career. Line drive up the middle there. Then you see that stable base that Joe Madden keeps talking about, allowing him to drive the ball off the wall in right field. Then another line drive here in Baltimore. Kotchman, after 2010, had a little eye surgery to his tear ducts. That seems to have turned his career around. In our Toyota trend, you see 272, 268, right around the same there in 08 and 09. And last year, a complete aberration at 217. This year, he's seen the ball better, hitting 360. And our Geico quote of the game, Casey Kotchman says credit deserves to be with others as well.
Things with Joe and Shelty, you know, Derek Shelton, he deserves all the credit in the world with me, you know, getting my swing fine-tuned, because all the bad habits I got into, you know, it doesn't even matter if your eyes get fixed. If you can't shake the bad habits, it doesn't matter. And he's been able to help me. I'm a work in progress, but I've been able to slowly get the flaws out.
We started working this winter. You know, he lives in Tampa, so as soon as he signed, we started working. So we had an extra probably 2 weeks before spring training started, and then went into spring training. I think it's a credit to him. The thing he probably didn't tell you is, you know, he was the first one in the cage in spring training every day. You know, we kind of had a set date at 7 o'clock every morning, and he was in there. And basically what we started doing is just trying to smooth out what he had done last year and kind of make it a little more consistent, and just basically put the effort level back where it was when he was in Anaheim, when he really had this success.
So as we get ready for baseball, 2.5 minutes to the first pitch. Casey Kotchman ready to go. He has good numbers against tonight's starter. Hey, pretty good crowd here on a Friday night. The upper tank is filling up. We're ready for baseball. Dwayne Stats, Brian Anderson with all the action next in high definition. Enjoy, everyone.
Part of Auto Nation, the largest automotive retailer in the country, so we can do big things. By Tires Plus, thinking tires, think Tires Plus. And by AT&T. Fans gathering here at Tropicana Field tonight with Baltimore in town. Last time the Rays saw this club here, it was not so good news. The Rays offense could not score any runs. The Orioles swept the Rays, and the Rays returned the favor to begin the last road trip in Baltimore. The Rays taking 3 straight. Here is the Baltimore lineup. Brian Roberts is going to lead it off, followed by Nick Markakis. Derek Lee bats third in front of the DH Luke Scott. Adam Jones and Matt Wieters 5 and 6. J.J. Hardy back off the DL at shortstop. Felix P.A. in left hits 8th, and Mark Reynolds down in the 9th spot, the Orioles' third baseman.
Right-hander Jeremy Hellickson making his 7th start of the season. 3-2 record, 3.72 earned run average. His last start was against this Baltimore ball club at Camden Yards. He went 5 shutout innings, walked 5 in that game. Very uncharacteristic. Look for him to reverse that. Let's take a look at the Rays defense left to right in the outfield. Joyce, Fold, and Zobrist across the infield, third to first. Longoria, Brignac, Rodriguez, and Kotchman. And behind the plate, John Jaso.
And the first pitch of this game is a strike call on the outer part of the plate. Hellickson starting Roberts with the fastball.
And that Rays defense tonight was brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of this sweet spot.
1-1 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Roberts hitting .215 to start play. Baltimore averaging a little over 3.9 runs a game.
Man, Brian Roberts really struggling as of late since the calendar flipped April to May. 3 for his last 39 to drop that average down to .215.
Yeah, and what the Orioles thought they had was an improved offense this year.
Yep.
So they've been a little disappointed recently. Down to third. Longoria with a long throw, but it's right there on the money. And Roberts is out number 1. And with the addition of Derek Lee and Vladimir Guerrero, they added some power at third with Reynolds. They thought that would augment what they had last year. But offense down overall. You know, we talk about the need to average 5 runs a game to compete in the American League East. You know, there are only 2 teams in the major leagues averaging at least 5 runs a game right now. The Yankees being one of them, and the Kansas City Royals the other one.
Yeah, I was going to say 5 runs a game so far this year. You're a juggernaut.
Yep,
I mean, that's
right.
big time numbers.
1-0 the count to Nick Markakis. There's Buck Showalter, the skipper of the Orioles. Oh, foul down in front of Wayne Kirby, the first base coach, down into the bullpen. 1-1. Now at the start of this year, run production had been down to its lowest point in the last 19 seasons, which puts a greater emphasis on every other part of the game.
Yeah, runs are at a premium, no mistakes.
The pitch is down, and a team that makes the fewest mistakes and executes probably going to be the team that's going to be, if not at the top, near the top of the standings, and that's been the case with the Rays.
Absolutely.
So far this year. It's been a throwback to good, solid baseball, and it's now valued, I think, more than it has been in the last few years. Down to first, Kotchman. He's going to win that race to the bag. 2 gone.
Yeah, and you know what goes hand in hand with that too. You know, we talk about the pitching. Obviously, it starts with the starting pitching. Been very good for the Rays. The bullpen has done its job. They've been good, but the defense. And it's not just that they're leading. The Rays lead the American League with a .990 fielding percentage, and that's great to lead the league. It's the range they have to go along with it. You know, you could have a great fielding percentage, but if you have no range, you're not getting to many balls. Well, good for you. You don't drop many, but you don't get to many. Yeah, these guys do both.
And I think that's one of the reasons that the absence of Ramirez makes this a better team. Defensively, you get a chance to run a guy like Sam Fold out there, and you know, when you put an outfield of Fold and of course B.J. Upton serving the second game of his suspension, you put him in that outfield, and Zobrist, that's a very good outfield. And Matt Joyce, who's playing left field again tonight, has done a very good job in the outfield for the Rays. And you can't overlook him. Not only is he leading the American League, but he's giving the Rays some solid defensive play. So in the outfield and on the infield, here's Rodriguez at second, making this pickup and throw. The Rays have been solid around the diamond. Bottom of the first coming up. Rays coming in to hit, no score. Joe Madden has Sam Bold leading off at center, and Ben Zobrist and Johnny Damon, the DH, bats third in front of Evan Longoria. Matt Joyce hits fifth. Casey Kotchman at first, batting in the sixth spot. Sean Rodriguez, Reed Brignac, and John Jaso completing Joe Madden's lineup.
Jeremy Guthrie makes his 8th start of the season for the Orioles. Just 1-5 with a 4.09. That win came in his first start of the year in this building. He went 8 shutout against the Rays.
First pitch of this game from Guthrie to Bold is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, he was very good in April, but that win, the opening day win, the only one he has all year. That's a strike. It's 1-1. His earned run average in April was a little over 2.5, but in May it's been over 8. And the Orioles don't score many runs. Ground ball. Roberts, who is right, makes the pickup and throw. That's out number 1.
Well, let's take a look at the Oriole defense as it lines up tonight. Left to right in the outfield, Felix Piet, Adam Jones, and Nick Markakis. Across the infield, third to first, Mark Reynolds, J.J. Hardy, Brian Roberts, and Derek Lee. Matt Wieters behind the plate. Tonight's Oriole defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
Here's Ben Zobrist. Ben has been finding that sweet spot a lot. He has the 3rd highest slugging percentage in the American League starting play. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike. 1-1.
It's the curveball from Jeremy Guthrie. Likes to use that early in the count to lefties.
Comes back with it. Picks up a strike. 1-2.
And you got to figure a hitter like Ben Zobrist, such a good fastball hitter, he's going to feed him plenty of off speed. He's got them all, the curveball, the changeup, and the slider.
This one is line foul into the seats and back out onto the field again. That might have been the slider.
That was the slider. Yeah, and you know, he really does a nice job of handling right-handed hitters with that slider to that part of the plate. He likes to finish lefties to the same one. He's got that slider down and into the lefty, down and away to the righty. Muscle memory.
This one toward the line and left, and that's going to be foul. Sliced the other way. the pitching line for Guthrie in Saturday's matchup against the Rays and Hellickson. 7 runs in 5 innings.
Yeah, and 6 of the 7 earned runs came on 2 pitches. A 3-run homer by Evan Longoria and a 3-run homer by B.J. Upton.
Fly ball lifted towards center, right center. Jones is there to catch it. 2 up and 2 down. You saw there he walked only 1, and that's about all he'll do. He walks a little over 1 man every 9 innings, 1.4. He's very good in that department.
And he's got good stuff. I mean, you can imagine what's going through his mind. In his last 6 starts, the Orioles have only scored 6 runs while he's been out on the mound. And 4 times, they haven't scored at all. So you know what that forces you to do? You start to think in your mind, oh, I've got to be perfect
all the time.
And I'm going to start to overthrow. And then when I overthrow, the ball gets elevated. And that's where Jeremy gets hurt.
0-1 pitch taken into left, and PA back there reaching up makes the catch. Johnny Damon is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rays. No score through 1. On to the second, no score. Jeremy Hellickson on the hill for the Rays. Very good in the first inning. And, you know, last time we talked about him, there was a discussion about quality strikes.
That's it. How about those numbers right there? Jeremy Hellickson on the first 2 pitches. You add up those first 2 numbers, whether it be a 0-1, 1-0 first pitch. League is hitting 475 off him. And obviously you see that from the 3rd pitch on, just 140. That has everything to do with knowing that a guy is a strike thrower. He's not overpowering, but he is not throwing quality strikes early. So guys are attacking him early. Now, if he's able to get past those first 2 pitches, all of a sudden he starts to bring into play the changeup, the curveball, the good mix, because he does have a very good mix of pitches. He's very unpredictable.
Here's Luke Scott against the shift, and the first pitch to Scott is a call strike.
But, you know, teams were coming out off him, and just, you know, he's laying first pitch strikes in there that were very hittable, and that's when, you know, that's when you hurt him. You saw in that first inning, he was pitching to the outer edges. Quality strikes early.
Yeah.
Got away with one right there. You'll take it. But, you know, he was actually going for the outer thirds of the plate, where I think early in the season he was going for maybe a half of the plate, just catching too much.
Yeah, so it's not enough just to be a strike thrower.
That's right.
You've got to be a quality strike thrower.
That is the key.
0-2 to Scott. Foul back. Fastball.
And Jeremy has the kind of mechanics that set up well to be able to throw quality strikes. They're very simple, not a lot of excess movement. Everything is geared towards delivering, you know, a pitch to the plate and being able to repeat the delivery. So with guys like that, they should be able to spot their pitches where they want to.
pitch away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just not a lot of excess movement there. Look at just like he's playing catch. Good follow through. Eyes never leave the plate.
Scott lifts it foul. That will carry out a play. A fastball and the count holds. It's 1-2.
Yeah, but when you stumble across numbers like that, it's just astounding.
Well, those numbers should be there as a guideline for pitchers and hitters alike to interpret.
Yeah, you can learn a lot.
Inside just a bit with that fastball. Trying to get it over the inside edge.
You see here, I'll tell you something right now. That pitch obviously very close just off the plate, but if John Jaso could get a little bit further in underneath the hitter, that ball then hits him right in the middle of the chest. He may get some of those calls if he's a little bit more freelancing.
The tap to the right side stays fair for Kotchman. Had him out in front on a changeup right there. 1 away.
Now here's that pitch. John Jaso, see where he's setting up. Boy, if you could get him over here just another couple inches, then all of a sudden, instead of reaching for that ball right there, he catches it right in the middle. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You will get calls on close pitches like that from an umpire if he sees you catch it right off the swoosh.
Adam Jones was after the first pitch and hits it on the ground to short. He's out of there. Brignac to Kotchman.
And I'll tell you something else. For a guy that's not overpowering, and Jeremy Hellickson, very good pitcher, but not overpowering, you want as much as your body as you can get away with off the plate when you're coming inside to a guy.
Yep.
Because if you got a lot of body hanging out over the plate, I mean, he could hit you somewhat in the chest protector, and that ball could be middle of the plate. So you're going to come in on a power hitter, a guy that can juice the ball out of here, and you're looking to freeze him, then get in there. You almost want to take the black of the plate and put it right between your legs if you're the catcher, and get that glove squared up there so where you can just catch one in the webbing right in the middle of your chest, and it's actually 2 or 3 inches off the plate.
There's a strike call to Matt Wieters. Well, those are some of the subtleties that you get with veteran catchers, and you hope that you develop with some of the younger catchers that you try to bring along. High fly ball back into left center field. Fold and Joyce, and it's going to be Sam right there reaching out to make the catch. He just about picked Joyce's pocket making that catch. No score. Rays coming in to hit bottom of 2. No scores. The Rays come in to hit in the bottom of the second inning. In the game tonight and all season long, Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Evan Longoria is going to lead it off here for the Rays against Guthrie. Then Joyce and Kotchman. Rays facing Jeremy Guthrie, who's making his 8th start with a record of 1-5. Pitch to Evan. Low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. I think you make some great points about the positioning of catchers back there, and it's a nuanced thing that you'll see catchers do like that. Pitch is fouled out of play, and it's 1-1.
No, you saw Matt Wieters right there. He's got a guy out on the mound that can run the fastball up 95, 96 miles an hour. He needs a strike right there. So instead of going all the way to the edge, because of the good stuff, he sat outer half. Now maybe you work in the count. Now he's a little bit further out.
And a little chop down to third. Reynolds tries to barehand it, and it skips by him up the left field line, and he scrambles after it. And Longoria is aboard. Well, Reynolds decided the only chance he had was to make a clean barehanded pickup and throw, and it skipped by him, and that's going to be a base hit for Longoria.
Well, just a chopper here down to third base to Mark Reynolds, but what do they tell you when you're young? Keep your eye on the ball. Look at right here. He's looking down this way. Ball's back behind you. Took a quick peek at Evan Longoria. Started to look over before he had secured the ball.
One thing at a time. Now Matt Joyce, the leading hitter in the American League, batting .358, and he hits one high and deep and gone. Home run for Matt Joyce. Home run number 5, and the Rays lead 2-0. Joyce hit that one into orbit. What a blast off the bat of Matt Joyce.
Well, attack early, and here it is. Got a fastball middle in. Matt Joyce not much on the stride, but look at that extension on the swing. Great extension, tremendous lift. That was a bomb.
Casey Kotchman takes ball 1. Boy, that was a pretty swing, and what a blast.
Matt Joyce continues to swing a hot bat. Boy, this guy in the last month has just torn the league apart.
First home run he's hit off Guthrie, although he was hitting .333 lifetime against the Baltimore right-hander. Off speed, little breaking ball, and it's hit on the ground is short. Kotchman is out. Hardy to lead. Matt Joyce with a long one, putting the Rays on top.
Right here, look at how little on the stride. Just picks it up and then puts it down. Not much on the stride. He's got that stiff front leg and a great lift on the swing. David Price knows it's gone.
He had over 400 on the road trip, and has continued that here tonight. Pitch low to Sean Rodriguez. That's a strike around the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a long one, well foul, however. We hit that ball a long way, but well foul. Ground ball, that's headed to the shortstop. Hardy's throw, 2 gone. Longoria reached on the chopper to third. Joyce hit the ball a mile to right field for his 5th home run of the year. 2 outs now with the bases empty.
You know, when you're struggling like Jeremy Guthrie, you know, it's not like his ERA is 7. It's just over 4. I mean, he won his first start of the season, and then since then 0-5. Has not pitched well in May. You know, you got a guy like Matt Joyce at the plate. Early in the count, this guy's swinging the bat well. He's hitting the ball well. Why in the world would you come fastball middle in for strike 1? I mean, why would you do that? I mean, that is all about pitch selection. Not even, you know, about the execution of it. It's just that is not a smart pitch for that situation.
There's a base hit through the right side. Brignac singles off a breaking ball, pulling it into right field.
Trying to throw a backdoor slider. Reed Brignac does a nice job of keeping his head down on the ball. Watch that. Watching it right into the barrel. Good piece of hitting. Brignac has hit Guthrie well in the past.
Yeah, he's now 6 out of 17 with a home run off him. Here's Jaso. John looks it over, and it's wide. A ball and no strikes. Now Joyce, with that home runs, now 10 of his last 22. He's about as hot as you can be.
I mean, and you can keep going back out of his last 50, out of his last 60, and the numbers just continue to be ridiculous. I mean, in the last month, he's 430, 440. He's the best player in baseball.
Brignac back in.
So
That's
Price
what
is
David
telling him
Price
right
is,
now.
I was going to say that. David Price is saying exactly that. The strike. Price over there saying, hey, we're going to be playing in interleague baseball here in the near future, and I want some of that offense. One the count to Jaso. It's fouled back. Well, the Rays already have as many hits as they got off Guthrie opening night when he pitched 8 innings against them. We're in the second right now. Step back by Guthrie.
You see right there on that last pitch where Wieters was set up in a 1-2 count, obviously looking to put away John Jaso, sitting up way off the plate. Let's see if they go back to the same pitch and where he sets up.
And he was way off the plate right there.
You're trying to get him to chase. If you throw it right to the chest protector, it's going to be on the black. You're going to punch him out.
A 2-2 count to the Rays catcher. And he tried the breaking ball again, but it stayed wide. 3-2.
And here's the setup here, even on 2-2. Try to do anything that you can do to help out your pitcher, create an angle.
3-2, and this one is lifted into straightaway center. Jones makes the catch. The Rays come up with 2 on a long one off the bat of Matt Joyce. And the Rays lead this game 2-2.
Back at Tropicana Field, Matt Joyce has put the Rays on top 2-0. We have a couple of special guests here as we begin the third inning. Carol Curdell, member of the school board at Hillsborough County. Carol, budget cuts are always difficult. And how's Hillsborough County faring?
Actually, it's tough on everybody, whether it's the schools or the families or the business. But actually, we've done a good job of planning. We realized 3 or 4 years before the economic turndown that we needed to do something. So we've done cuts, we've reorganized, and we made a pledge not to touch the classroom as much as possible. And so we haven't had layoffs, which is unusual for the 8th largest school district in the nation, largest employer in Hillsborough County. So we're real proud of that. We know the Rays know something about planning and sticking to your plan and, having faith that it's going to work. And that's what we've done. So we're faring okay. But it's tough.
Yeah, good for you. 8th largest in the nation and no layoffs. That is remarkable. J.J. Hardy leads off. I know one of your finest is to my left here, Cynthia Krim, as Hardy reaches out and just hits a little soft humpback line drive that falls safely in front and left for a base hit to lead off the third. Cynthia Krim, you are the Hillsborough County Teacher of the Year. Congratulations on that. Tell me, how's Hillsborough County doing academically as a whole?
Hillsborough County is doing awesome. We're actually an A-rated school district again, which is incredible since we're the 8th largest school district in the nation. It's also nice that our writing scores just came out for the state of Florida, and our elementary students led the state as the top district. Wow. Yeah, 90% of our students met the state standard for it. So it's going wonderful so far. And
you're at Palm River Elementary, right? And so as Felix P.A. bats here with the runner on first and nobody out, you can brag about the academics, but also sports. The athletics have been pretty good in Hillsborough as well.
They absolutely have. Jefferson High School's football team just won state this year. Plant High School's girls tennis team, cross country team, and their softball or volleyball team all won state. Brandon High School, my alma mater,
nice,
won wrestling 11 years in a row.
Every year, right?
Every year. Yeah. And also the Steinbrenner's girls soccer team won state. So we're doing well, not just in academics.
Well, thanks for that update on Hillsborough County. Again, Cynthia, congratulations, Hillsborough County Teacher of the Year. Carol, thank you for the time as well. Hillsborough County doing some great things, guys. 8th largest district in the nation. Back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. Hardy has singled on that little liner, soft liner into left, and Felix P.A. in the batter's box with a count of 1-1. P.A. back to the mound. Hellickson takes it to second out there, and there's no throw to first. No chance to double up PA. But they get Hardy on the fours with Brignac taking the throw from Hellickson.
Now Felix PA, if you're going to double him up, he's going to have to hit you that sharp grounder right back to you. This one more topped. Takes a little time to get there, and then the throw a little bit low, so Reed Brignac is going to have to throw that off his back foot. Never going to get enough on it.
Yeah, he had actually 3 things going against him turning the double play. The ball not hit very hard, the throw's low, and PA can run. So, all right, he reaches on a fielder's choice.
You win.
Over to first, and PA is back in there. Mark Reynolds is the hitter. Reynolds batting 174. 3 home runs and 15 runs driven in. Fouls it right back, but after the fastball. Kind of jumping at that fastball.
Yeah, and we saw that during batting practice. I mean, he was really, even during BP, just kind of jumping out there and flailing at the bat. Boy, when you've got, that much movement before you swing, you see him, the big swing, everything's powerful. You can see why there's a lot of strikeouts, but my goodness, that awful lot of movement to be able to hit the ball.
PA's been picked up. Hellickson over to Kotchman, and PA is picked off. Jim Wolf right on top of the play to make the call, and PA couldn't believe it.
Now this is embarrassing for a base runner. That's why. Very, very close. And he got him right on the elbow.
He got his hand on the backside of the bag, but that elbow protruding just enough for that slap of a tag to get him.
You know, and it was just like the pickoff with Shields yesterday, not at the typical time where you come set, now you're looking over your shoulder, and then you make your move. Hellickson makes the move as he's coming set. And right there, you see Kotchman get the elbow before the hand hits the outside of the bag. Very, very close, but you put yourself in that position, you run the risk of getting called out.
The 1-1 to Reynolds. 2-1. Well, we've seen, you mentioned Shields. You know, he had only a couple pickoffs last year. And the Rays have a greater emphasis on all of those seemingly small parts of the game. And you can see Oakland very good. Now the Rays with 9 as a staff.
And Oakland a lot of lefties. And that's why you see that number inflated. The Rays, they're getting them all from the right-handers. Even more impressive.
Reynolds missed a changeup, and the count is 2-2. Well, Joe Madden and the Rays are finding another way. Joe said at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and you're right. They put a lot of emphasis on controlling the running game. They've got the funky pickoffs, different defensive alignments.
I'll tell you, it's a fun team to watch. That pitch inside. The count is full. There's so many different parts of the game that come into play with this club, contributing to the success they've had to this point. The count on Reynolds. Strike 3 call. He got him looking at a fastball. That takes care of Baltimore. Rays lead 2-0, middle of 3. Rays lead 2-0. It's going to be the top of the batting order coming up for the Rays. Full, Zobrist, and Damon against Guthrie. Sam takes the pitch high. We're talking about what the Rays have done offensively, averaging over 6 runs a game on the road. On the first base, Lee has this one. 1 away. And the Rays Summer Concert Series, presented by Hess Express, continues tomorrow when Darius Rucker performs current hits as well as old favorites from his Hootie and the Blowfish days. It's part of the Rays Saturday nights, presented by Bright House Network. Visit RaysBaseball.com for tickets. There are some tickets left. That will be not only a great matchup tomorrow, Rays and the Orioles, but Darius Rucker to follow in concert. And Zobrist. Takes the pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh! 1-1 the count. And the Rays averaging over 6 runs a game on the road. And for the year now, they're averaging just about 4.5 runs a game. The Orioles are averaging under 4 runs a game. They thought they would be much better offensively than that. But if you now, it would appear this deep into the season that if the trends hold up, if you average 4.5 to 5 runs, you're going to contend offensively.
Especially this year, like you said, 2 teams that are 5 runs and over, Royals and Yankees.
And ball 4, Zobrist draws the walk. He's aboard with 1 out.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy Guthrie pitching very carefully to Ben Zobrist. A lot of off speed early, the fastball, trying to be perfect with it.
Well, he may have seen a highlight of that ball that Zobrist hit out in Cleveland. That was in Wednesday's game. Turned it around and hit it well over 400 feet out to right field. With a strike to Johnny Damon. Rays with a couple runs, 3 hits. Inside, snap throw to first. Tag, and Zobrist is back in plenty of time. 1-1 count. Rays have the best record in baseball since that 1-8 start. If you go back to April the 11th, there goes the runner. The pitch is lifted into shallow center. Jones will make the catch. 2 gone. The Rays have gone 21-7 since that time. And the Cardinals have the next best record. They're at 19-10. By the way, we'll be seeing the Cardinals in interleague play. They're coming to Tropicana Field. The Phillies and then the Indians and the Florida. Marlins led by Emilio Bonifacio tearing it up.
And a couple of decent pitchers.
Evan Longoria. Pitch to him is in there for a strike. Ground ball to short. Hardy makes the pickup and the throw to first in time. Walk and a man left. We're through 3 and the Rays lead 2-0.
Now, as we head into the top of the fourth inning, the Rays lead the Orioles 2-0. We'll get exclusive deals and coupons delivered right to your phone with the free TampaBay.com/things-to-do iPhone app powered by the St. Petersburg Times. It's available now at the iTunes App Store.
Here at the Trop, the Rays move into the fourth inning with Jeremy Hellickson on the hill facing the top of the batting order for Baltimore, Brian Roberts. Roberts, Markakis, and Lee due up. And a swing and a miss at that first pitch off speed had him out in front.
Jeremy Hellickson has a tremendous changeup. It doesn't have that down action like a James Shields, but he's got very good arm action. He sells it well. That ball comes in and mimics the fastball, minus about 8-10 miles an hour.
1-1 the count to Roberts. Put away. Rays scored 2 runs in the second inning on the Matt Joyce home run. Rays starting the day alone in first place for the first time. They've shared the top spot with the Yankees, but today they have a full game lead on New York. Take the count to 2-2. Again, he came in with that changeup. The Yankees are home against the Red Sox tonight, and that game is scoreless in the bottom of the third. Right back down the middle to center field. Cole back for it, makes the catch. So that is out number 1. Well, here we go. Our AT&T trivia question. And as we play this game on Friday the 13th, how many different Rays players have worn the number 13? It's our trivia question for the night. Who among former Rays wearing number 13? Off speed, the curveball right there, and a strike to Markakis. There's a pop up. Left side, Brignac from shortstop into shallow left, handles that. 2 gone. The Marlins are in Washington tonight, and Gabby Sanchez and John Buck have taken over the leadership of that club from Emilio Bonifacio. Sanchez with a 2-run home run, his 7th, and Buck with a home run, his 5th. And now Washington bats in the bottom of the third with the Marlins leading 3-0.
Well, just imagine how much stronger that makes that ball club.
Yep. We're the National League counterpart of the Rays, the Marlins, chasing the Phillies in the National League East, running second. 2-0 the count to Derek Lee. Cut and a miss. 2-0 change.
How about that? When you could throw that behind in the count 2-0, you know Derek Lee is sitting dead red. You could follow it up with another one right here.
And a shot up the right side, back toward the corner. Lee's on his way to second, and he's going to make it standing up. Well, he followed it up with a fastball, and Lee picks up his 4th double of the year.
Yeah, he gets to 2-1 with the changeup, then goes fastball, not in a bad spot. Down and away, but Derek Lee, still in 2-1 count, not off the fastball quite yet, and he goes down and gets it. A nice swing, head down on the ball, and shoots it into the corner.
Now Luke Scott, the designated hitter. Well, it was determined that Scott has a tear in the labrum at his right shoulder. he's not thinking about surgery. 1 ball, no strikes. Hellickson got him on a tap to first, unassisted, handled by Kotchman in the 2nd inning. Changed speeds on him. He's been good with men in scoring position.
Tell you what, this Oriole offense has a few guys that have been really good with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, especially the 2 guys behind Scott.
Yeah.
Jones and Wieters have been very good.
Problem is they're not getting out there often enough, and that's why you see the runs per game under 4, upper 3s.
And there's ball 3. Scott, 32 years old. He had 27 home runs last year for Baltimore. Formerly with the Houston Ball Club. And there is ball 4. Scott strolls to first. 2 men on with 2 men out. And cuddle up with your furry friend Raymond. Sunday, the Rays take on the Orioles, and the first 10,000 kids 14 and under receive this plush Raymond pillowcase. Visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets now. That's the same pillowcase that was displayed on Rays Live, the pregame, so aptly presented by Todd Callis.
He's got something going with that pillowcase.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's with him whenever we see him, he's got it with him.
Yeah, right.
Pull it out at a moment's notice. Want to know the count to Adam Jones. Here's Jones now. We talked about how good he's been with men in scoring position. To the tune of 458. And with 2 outs, 500.
That changeup was just devastating. He took a little more off that one. That one just at 78 miles an hour. But look.
How about this number on Hellickson? With men in scoring position, the opposition hits .211. With 2 outs and men in scoring position, .059. 1 for 17.
Talk about bearing down.
So he's in that spot right now. One ball, 2 strikes. And look at the Orioles with 2 outs and men in scoring position. Second only to the Texas Rangers in the American League.
Well, what will happen next?
Something's got to give. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to short. Renyak to second to Rodriguez, and the Orioles leave 2. Bottom of the 4th, coming 2-0 Tampa Bay. To our Aflac trivia question, how many different Rays players have worn the number 13? Well, to get that answer, you'd find Ozzie Guillen, Miguel Cairo, and Carl Crawford. Those three. There's Ozzie managing the White Sox, Carl with the Red Sox, and Miguel Cairo, the lone original Devil Ray who is still active in the major leagues. First pitch to Matt Joyce. He takes a curveball first pitch this time, and it's low and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boston has taken a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th in New York on an Adrian Gonzalez home run. 2-1. Pitch is foul, out of play. Matt Joyce leading the league in hitting at 364. I mean, if you're out hitting Bautista in this league, you're really doing something.
Amen.
Ground ball just outside first. Well, Joyce is doing something. Look at this.
First pitch. It was executed. Just not a very smart pitch. That's a big reason why.
It's his 3rd home run in the last 4 games. And he shoots this one into right center field for a base hit. He'll make an aggressive turn and hold as Marquez gets the ball back towards second. Joyce is 2 for 2.
You know, backdoor breaking balls, backdoor cutters are dangerous pitches. They're, especially with 2 strikes. It's a pitch moving back towards the hitter. More times than not, they're looking out over the plate with 2 strikes. And that ball not in a bad spot, but with it moving back towards him, he's already leaning out there. It's slow enough. Keep your hands back. You can put a good pass on it.
It's Casey Kotchman. This pitch is down. Well, I'm going to give you the Wizard Award on that. I mean, you've been talking about how judicious a pitcher has to be with that pitch, with a backdoor breaking pitch. In that situation, you've got to set it up. You've got to be very careful with when you throw it.
You absolutely do, because if not, what you've then created, you know, most hitters, it's early in the count, they're looking, you know, depending, general rule, middle of the plate in, something to drive, something to pull. 2 strikes, most guys look out over the plate. You know, pitchers try to get them out with breaking balls, with change-ups. You know, every once in a while, that's why you can freeze a guy with a fastball in, because he's looking out over the plate. If you get a guy feeling like he's leaning out there, you can freeze him in. But if you're going to go out there with 2 strikes and not set it up, you now have a pitch, a backdoor breaking ball that's moving back towards the hitter's bat. He's already leaning out there, and now he's got a pitch coming back towards him. It's coming back towards the plate. I tell you, it becomes a pitch that you know, it's a lot easier to hit.
Yeah, if it's moving toward the barrel into the bat, percentages aren't so good.
No, and
Joyce is back in there.
That was close.
You know, Joyce is interesting to watch. He's one guy that I think sort of personifies the transition the Rays have made here the last few years about bringing players up from the minor leagues. You know, they make a deal with Detroit to get him for Edwin Jackson, and there was no guarantee that he was going to play in the big leagues with this ball club. He had to go to AAA and really earn his way to the big leagues. That pitch misses, 2-1. And there were things that the Rays wanted him to work on, and one of them was to become a better base runner. And every time he gets on base, he really battles to get a good secondary lead. He really concentrates on that, and it's really been a fun part of his development to watch. He's gone. Pitch hit on the ground toward the middle. Hardy steps on the bag and throws to first. He made the pickup and step on the bag at the same time. That's not easy to do.
No, it's not. This could not have worked out worse for the Rays. Matt Joyce in motion, major checkers double of the game. Hardy coming over to cover. Oh, hey, there's the ball. How about that? Getting that right foot on the bag and then the easy throw.
So that erases the base runner. 2 gone now, and Sean Rodriguez takes a pitch on the outside corner. That's a strike. And it's popped up. Shallow right. Roberts out from second base to make the catch. We're through 4. The Rays lead 2-0.
Revealed before the game, we have Jeffrey Lazowitz there, Sergeant Thomas Batinger, and Officer David Crawford. All 3 were here at Tropicana Field. That's Caleb Yaslowitz, the son of Officer Jeffrey Yaslowitz, throwing out the first pitch. All 3 worked at various points here at Tropicana Field. Great members of our community and friends of the Tampa Bay Rays organization. So their call signs, their radio call signs, will be up here forever. You've got Officer Yaslowitz, you've got Sergeant Batinger, and you've got Officer Crawford. So we will always keep them in our minds and hearts, and they will always be a part of Tropicana Field. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, it's a touching ceremony there, including the families and the entire community, as I think grown closer in the face of that tragedy. And the families and friends of those officers remain in our thoughts and prayers. Matt Wieters fouls that first pitch, strike 1. Wieters, Hardy, and then PA here in the 5th. Line drive and a base hit into right. Zobrist with the pickup on a couple hops. So for the second time in 5 innings, the Orioles put the leadoff man on base. Here's J.J. Hardy. Hardy had a base hit his first time.
He's been swinging the bat well since coming off the disabled list.
He's got some pop up there. Oh! A strike. Look at some of his numbers. It's been most of his career so far in the National League. And when you look at what he did in Milwaukee just a couple of years ago. 26 home runs In 08, he had 24 home runs. He spent last year in Minnesota. This is the breaking ball right there, and the count is 0-2.
Well, you can see that's an aggressive hack. He has his hands away from him, looking to create some power, and you see that strong swing pulling off the curveball.
Little number off the end of the bat. Hellickson looks to second, but he'll go to first as Wieters moves into second base. Hardy out number 1. Time to take a look at the upcoming Rays schedule, brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. The Rays and the Orioles in for 3, and then New York for 2 on Monday, Tuesday. Just as we look forward to the upcoming Rays schedule, you can look forward with Just for Men Hair Color. It's Felix PA. Strike at the knees. Yang reached on the fielder's choice and then was picked off. Left field side, long run, and Joyce will not get there. That ball down in the bullpen. 2 strikes. Rays and the Orioles tomorrow, and Wade Davis makes the start. Andy Sonnenstein will pitch Sunday's game. Wieters at second, and the 2-strike pitch made to PA. It's wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The scoring so far tonight came in the second. Both Rays runs in that inning. Foul back and will be caught by Longoria down the third base side. Now Evan about 8 to 10 feet from the stands, taking care of that foul pop off the bat of PA.
Longoria getting a little lollipop pop-up. Jeremy Hellickson working PA away, then came with a fastball in, got right in his kitchen. It's a little soft serve to Evan.
Come on, Reynolds.
Hitter will be Mark Reynolds. It's called out on a 3-2 fastball away his first time. With the breaking pitch.
Smart pitch there by Hellickson. Mark Reynolds right here looking to tie this ball game up. This guy looks to hit a home run just about every time up. You can drop that curveball in there, put yourself right into an 0-1 count.
This one stays high. Breaking ball. Might have been under that pitch just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know, Jeremy Hellickson, he throws his curveballs to lefties. It gets more of the almost like 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock break, but to righties, he'll sweep it. It almost becomes, at times, it can get slurvy, where he'll take it not only down but away from the righty, and that one he just got a little bit underneath.
We'll take the count to 1-2.
That pitch right there, that I'm going to tell you something, that is awesome by Jeremy Hellickson. The changeup in, especially to a power hitter, that was on purpose. He's going in there. I mean, any hitter, especially Mark Reynolds, sees four-seam spin coming into them. They are sold on fastball. When you show the ability to be able to throw the changeup into hitters as well as away, you can really make them look foolish.
2-2, and a nice stop there by Jaso.
That was the curveball that Hellickson will sweep, and he swept that way too much.
The other thing about that inside changeup to a right-handed hitter from a right-handed pitcher, you've got to have a lot of confidence or a lot of guts.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I mean, it is not an easy pitch to throw, both in execution and getting over the mind part of it. But if you can, you get swings like that all day.
We missed with that one, and the count's going to go full. Reynolds taking it for ball 3.
Now he went right back to it.
Well, the second time tonight he's gone full up to Reynolds. Jaso and Hellickson talk it over. Pitch count in great shape right now. Struck out 1, he's walked 1, allowing 3 hits. He has a runner Wieters at second with 2 outs in the 5th. Touched the ground, said Ron Culpa, and so it's not a foul tip. It's a foul strike or a foul ball. If it's a foul tip, it's a strike and into the mitt. But in a technical sense, it's a foul ball.
Well, here it is, and yet clearly gets the dirt and then up into the heel of the glove.
So a foul ball into the dirt. And he's going to have to make another 3-2 pitch. And a little number, third base side. That's going to be fair. And into third in front of the play. Wieters slides safely. So that little roller that just stayed fair.
You know, that was an interesting play there because Evan Longoria is almost like letting this thing roll foul, seeing if it would roll foul when really he could have just fielded that ball and slapped the tag on Wieters earlier. Right here, doesn't see him coming. You see the head is looking at the ball. Is that going to be fair? If he would have known that Wieters was coming in like that, that would have been an easy out. Just grab that baseball and slap the tag on it. But concentration was fully on the ball.
There's Brian Roberts. And the pitch lifted into shallow center. Ball coming on the run, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Baltimore leaving 2. The Rays lead by 2, middle of 5. pickoff of PA at first is coming. Shut out the Orioles on 4 hits. And Matt Joyce has given him the run support he's needed so far with a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. So the Rays lead 2-0 coming in to hit in the bottom of the 5th. So the principals of this game, Joyce and Hellickson, through 4.5. Here's Reed Brignac. Reed had a base hit his first time. He takes the first pitch strike. Red Sox got 2 in the 4th. The Yankees are batting in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0. Boston leading that game. 1-1 the count to Brignac. On him a bit. He fouls it back off the facing of the upper deck. Well, great to have you looking in tonight. Rays and the Orioles play tomorrow and again on Sunday. Tomorrow the concert from Darius Rucker. And the Yankees are in here Monday and Tuesday. Upstairs. Fastball. A pretty good one right there. Guthrie at 93. He's capable of mid-90s. He'll get 95, sometimes 96. And a swing and a miss right there. That's his first strikeout tonight.
Jeremy Guthrie coming with the backdoor slider. Reed just underneath it. Reed got the swing on that pitch, but that was set up by the fastball previously.
John Jaso lifts the first pitch. A fastball into center. Jones makes the catch. 2 gone.
You know, he threw that fastball before. He tried to go fastball away and elevate it. Threw it up there, was a little bit too high. Brignac takes it, so now he figures, okay, now I throw the breaking ball right off of that pitch, hoping to get. Obviously, you're looking to punch him out there looking. He did get the swing, but Brignac came up empty.
Sam Bull. Sam 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of ground balls. The Rays have won 8 of their last 9 series. Trying to take the first game of this series. 6 out of 7. 21 out of 28. Lead the East by a game. A ball, 2 strikes, the count to Full. And he is out on strikes. A quick inning for Guthrie. 2 strikeouts, and at the end of 5, 2-0 Tampa Bay. o'clock at night. Through 5 innings of the first game of this series. A serious Rays fan.
I mean, taking it to the extremes.
Or the limit. There's Nick Markakis. Pitch is a strike. Markakis has grounded to first and has popped to the shortstop, Renyak. Pitch inside, 1-1. Hey, you got to support the team.
Well, yeah, I just don't know where you would find such a thing.
Special order,
I guess.
1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ellickson had made 70 pitches through 5. There's Markakis away a little bit. It's 2-2. Austin now hitting in the 5th, leading New York 2-0. And a high pop-up. Down from third comes Longoria in foul territory. That's the first out in the 6th inning. Todd Callis has been relatively quiet tonight. Todd, how are you?
I'm great, and I slept so well last night on that Raymond pillowcase, guys. It was just amazing.
I'm sure you did.
But you know what? After Sunday, there's another giveaway. It's going to be Tuesday. The Navy SEALs Rays t-shirts to the first 10,000 fans that show up with Rays gear or a military ID. Look at the Rays team. The whole team was sporting that Navy SEALs Rays t-shirt before the game in batting practice, so fans can have that exact same shirt Tuesday night against the Yankees. First 10,000 fans either wearing Rays gear or with a military ID gets this sweet Navy SEALs Rays t-shirt. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. And by the way, David Price will be pitching in that game Monday against A.J. Burnett. 1-1 the count to Derek Lee. David will be after his 6th win. He's 5-3, and Burnett's been pitching pretty well for New York. He's 4-2 with a .338. James Shields will work the game on Tuesday night against New York. 1-2. He fouls the fastball back. Lee doubled to right up the line toward the corner in the 4th inning. Hit a fastball that way.
A good spot right here for that sweeping breaking ball off the plate away. You got the count in your favor, a pitch to play with.
And a shot to left, but right at Matt Joyce. So he's doing the off-speed changeup. And Lee hits that liner right to Matt Joyce out there in left. Two gone. Tigers have a 3-1 lead on Kansas City, and Melky Cabrera came up with an RBI triple in the 6th inning. That was the first hit off Verlander in that game. 3-1 Detroit. Bottom of the 6th inning. Luke Scott, who was grounded out and walked tonight. He takes a strike.
See, when you do that to these hitters, you just make them uncomfortable. You saw Luke Scott all geared up there to swing at that, recognized it was a changeup, took it, but now, now you start questioning yourself. What's he going to come with next? Is he going to, try to drop the curveball, the fastball in or away?
Well, a chopping swing got him out in front.
Yeah, you just create a situation in a hitter's mind that he's never really sure. He comes right back with a changeup, makes it a little bit better, takes it out of the zone, gets that swing. Now you really have no idea.
Down and in. Speeds him up a little bit with a fastball down and in there.
Yeah, and that, I mean, there's no problem with that. 2 changeups and fastball in. If you freeze them, great. If you miss in off the plate like he did right there, it still serves a purpose. You can go back to that changeup now. You can double up.
And Scott takes a look at a fastball low. 2-2. Baltimore in here, coming off a sweep of the Seattle Mariners. The Rays swept them on their homestand, and then they swept Seattle. Tapper foul. We'll do it again on 2-2. Back with a changeup. An extra inning game last night for the Orioles on Thursday. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. And he got him. Struck him out. Speed him up, slow him down. Got him with a change. Bottom of the 6th coming, 2-0. Six, tonight's Auto-Way poll question here on Friday the 13th. What's your favorite Friday the 13th movie? TB1, Part 1, TB2, Part 4, the final chapter. How about number 3, Jason Takes Manhattan, Freddy versus Jason. TB5, all 12 in the series. Text your vote to 789-789. Standard message rates apply.
There were 12 of them?
I guess.
I mean, that.
How could there not be 13? If there's 12, there absolutely should be.
Laying in
has
the weeds.
To be 13.
Yeah, you know they're laying in the weeds around Crystal Lake.
Yeah. Base hit the other way. So Zobrist is aboard with a leadoff single. He walked in the 3rd. So let's see if the Rays can do something here, putting the leadoff man on, trying to extend their lead.
Yeah, right now, a 2-run lead, still a little bit dicey. It doesn't take much to gobble up 2 quick runs. So the Rays, put some pressure on these Orioles and extend that out. Get it a little bit more comfort zone.
Damon, after the first pitch, pops it up. That's headed out of play. Readers gives it a look, and Reynolds part of the way over there. Johnny Damon, look at that, 73rd on the all-time hit list.
Look at the new graphic.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a headache.
Facing Jimmy Fox right now. One and one. Yeah, that's one of those. Do not adjust your screen.
Yeah, right. I started getting lightheaded. reaching for my headband.
Hey, you'll be using that tomorrow.
Right.
Pregame. Pitch is high, and Damon did not offer. Held up in time. 2 balls and a strike. Guthrie and Hellickson. They've both been very good tonight. Big cut and a miss. 2-2. Well, Damon tried to attack the curveball there.
He did, and Jeremy Guthrie took some off of it. That one dropping in just over 70 miles an hour. 70, 71. Slow curve.
Zobrist back in. Ground ball chopper. Roberts to Hardy 1. First base 2. 4-6-3. Roberts Hardy to lead. And then he races the leadoff single.
Too easy. Easy hop for Roberts to handle, and you give that kind of a opportunity to a big league club. That's going to be 2 quick outs.
Now Evan Longoria to bat. He got the chopping base hit to third in the second in front of the home run by Matt Joyce. Lemon looks at a strike on the outside edge. Strike 2.
And there's that fastball you're talking about. The curveball was 75. That was the good hard curveball that he throws. And then sometimes when you, well, not sometimes, you see guys like Evan Longoria, the big 3 hitters standing in the box, you tend to add a little bit on the fastball.
Pitch away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Longoria connected off Guthrie. Up in Baltimore Saturday, had a fastball out to left. Now the count is 2-2. Guthrie used a little bit of everything through 4 pitches here, everything except the changeup. And a foul ball. Mid-90s with a fastball. Guthrie's pitch count right there. This is pretty typical for him. The Orioles, his last 6 starts, scored a total of 6 runs while he was in the game and held scoreless in 4 of those 6 games while he was pitching. And that's outside, says Ron Culpa.
That was close. Good slider there by Guthrie just off the plate. Yeah, and more of the same. And tonight, you know, he's been hurt by 1 pitch. He made a fastball middle into Joyce, and that's the difference.
There's a fly ball back into left field, sending PA back. That ball is going to be off his glove and bound against the wall. Extra bases for Longoria, who will stop at second with a double. Evan hit it over the head of Felix PA, who got his glove up, and it deflected off the glove to the wall for a 2-base hit.
Well, here's the pitch here, a slider. Evan goes right out. You see him leaning out over the plate to get the barrel to the ball, and this off the glove of PA and almost became part of the wall. Here it is in Foxmo. Watch this. He's selling out to make this catch. He knows the wall's close. Face plant. But you know what? Jeremy Guthrie gave up. They're going to intentionally walk Matt Joyce here. But Jeremy Guthrie gave up that home run to Evan Longoria at Camden Yards on a fastball up and in. He got hurt with the fastball in. You saw that entire at-bat. It was away, 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 away. And Evan Longoria is not a stupid hitter. So he says, okay, you're going to keep pitching me away. I'm just going to start leaning because I've scared you away from the fastball in because I've hurt you on it.
Yep.
So now you throw a pretty good slider in a full count, and Evan can still go out and get it because he has no thought of the pitch in.
Well, they walked Joyce, who since the 10th of April has hit .440. Good reason to walk him. And here's what you're talking about regarding Longoria.
Look at him. Look at him. No thought to a ball in. Just leaning out the whole way and takes a slider at mid-80s off the black and shoots that ball out to the left field wall. He is absolutely, at least in that at-bat in the early going here, after turning around that fastball in Baltimore, scared Guthrie away from coming in.
Here's Kotchman. So they walk Joyce to pitch to Kotchman. Let's see if Casey can cross that up. There's a strike. Take a look at the matchup. Look at that. .421 lifetime against Guthrie. And for Casey, .390 against right-handed pitching. That's second in the American League this year against right-handers. That puts him down in the count 0-2.
Well, that's how he got him out the first time up. The little backdoor breaking ball, got a ground ball to shortstop, and he goes right back to it to go 0-2.
The other guy who's in front of Kotchman against right-handers is standing at first base, Matt Joyce. The high foul. Joyce came into the game hitting .394 off right-handed pitching, and Kotchman .390. Rays scored 2 in the second on the home run by Joyce. Matt's at first. Longoria is at second. The Rays have put up a 2-out threat. Kotchman. Price is grounded out tonight. Down 0-2. And he fights it off, fouls it away. That's out of play. A fastball. So he'll see another 2-strike pitch. Ball, 2 strikes. And he takes another good look at that one as it drops low. 2-2. Well, this inning has seen Guthrie throw 24 pitches right now. This will be the 25th coming. By far his highest single inning pitch count tonight.
And he realizes the importance of the situation. Cannot let the Rays extend the lead any further.
And he takes another shot and misses a fastball out there that time, and the count is full. So this will give the Rays base runners a running start. Evan at second. Evan Longoria. Matt Joyce, the runner at first. A turn, nothing doing.
Well, that Jeremy Guthrie trying to catch Evan Longoria sleeping out there. That's like you said, Dwayne. The runners on base, they're going to be going with the pitch, but they will first make sure, if they're paying attention, make sure that he's headed to the plate, not go off first movement. That's how you get a cheap pickoff.
And it's shot foul outside of first. We'll do it again on 3-2.
And that was a good angle, too, from behind the plate. Evan Longoria making sure that Guthrie was headed to the plate before he made his break.
Kotchman got down 2 strikes. Battled it all the way out.
He's put a nice at bat on him. 2 strikes, but then fouled off a couple of pitches. Laid off a couple close on the outer half.
3-2 again, and it's fouled one more time. So he's going to have at least a 10-pitch bat. Zobrist opened with a base hit. Damon hit into the double play. Longoria doubled. They intentionally walked Joyce. Here's pitch number 10 from Guthrie to Kotchman. And the ground ball headed towards second. Roberts makes the play and a toss to Lee. Rays lead 2 through 6. 2-0 Tampa Bay.
Well, we've played 6, and the Rays continue to lead the Orioles 2-0. And if a Rays pitcher strike out 10 batters in a home game, take your ticket stub to any Cane's Furniture store and get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Plus, sign up at Cane's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays players. Cane's, quality's so good, it's guaranteed for life.
Adam Jones will open the inning. Jeremy Hellickson working here in the 7th. First pitch is a strike call. A fastball to start him. Baltimore left 2 men on in the 4th. They left 2 men on in the 5th inning. Hellickson had a 1-2-3 6th and is ahead of Jones 2 strikes. Jones does like to swing the bat. He will be aggressive.
Come on, Jones! You can do it, baby!
Bounce a breaking ball.
Keep it hot.
Been hot. And he got it in on him, pops him up, and Rodriguez takes care of that. One away. Just a reminder to be on the lookout for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment coming up later in tonight's game. You're thirsty. Leaders. Strike one.
Come on, man.
One and one the count. Says plate umpire Ron Culpa. 2-1, pretty close. A long one foul. Well, foul. Squares the count on Wieters at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez this time on the pickup and the toss. 2 outs.
When you've got such good command of a pitch, a changeup like that with Jeremy Hellickson, you're never afraid of being in a bad count. You know, how many times have we seen tonight 2-0, 2-1? He's been able to throw that changeup and get right back into the count. So that allows you to dictate the action, to do what you want to do, and you're never worried about, okay, if I fall behind this guy, I've always got in the back of his mind, he's still not quite sure. I may break that changeup out. Next thing you know, we're right back 2-2.
Hardy grounds it to Longoria, and Evans throw to first, and it's 1-2-3 in the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. 2-0 Rays. Seven coming. 2-0 the Rays lead. The Mosaic Company and the Rays working together to end hunger through home runs for food. With each Rays home run, Mosaic donates $500 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. So far, $17,500 has been donated. John Rodriguez to open the bottom of the 7th for the Rays, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2. Rays have 2 runs, 6 hits, and the Orioles no runs, 4 hits. And the pitch to Sean Rodriguez is a called strike. wide. 1-1. It's been a dandy pitching duel so far. Rodriguez fouls it out of play. 1-2.
That pitch a little bit too close to Sean Rodriguez for Jeremy Guthrie's liking. He knows, keep the ball away. That front hip has a tendency to fly open against righties. That's why you see him trying to attack that outside corner.
The fastball is fouled back. So Guthrie has now made 96 pitches. Hellickson has 96 through the front 7. And Rodriguez is out on strikes. One away here in the home half of the 7th. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball is in prime time. The Red Sox head to the Bronx to take on Alex Rodriguez and the Yankees in a showdown between two of baseball's most bitter rivals. This week's telecast of Fox Saturday Baseball prime time begins at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Red Sox and the Yankees tied 2-2, top of the 6th at the moment. Brignac fouls one out of play. Hey, there's a throwback sign there to the Buttercup days.
That's how it gets started.
Yep.
Buttercup Dickerson.
Pitch outside. 1-1 the count. I mean, look at that. Jeez. That's foul out of play. One strike.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Well, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. I can wait.
No, I was just gonna ask, if you had a Buttercup and you wanted to keep it around for a while, how would you preserve it?
A Buttercup?
Yeah. Would you have to refrigerate it?
If I wanted a Buttercup to be around for a while, I'd probably put a ring on her finger.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that would probably be the way.
Brignac is out on strikes, and he thought he had held up there, but he's out number 2 here in this inning.
Yeah, not real happy about that. That was a sweeping breaking ball that was way off the plate, down and in.
Well, I just wondered if you'd put it in the icebox. How about that? Icebox Chamberlain.
Yeah, see?
Ambidextrous in the American Association and the National League. Little icebox Chamberlain. 1-0. That's for you.
Yeah, well, this could go on for
10 seasons. Look at that.
Yeah, good record.
86. That's 1886 to 96. High pop up. That's straight back and foul. How about Icebox Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, that sounds
good.
That sounds smooth and cool. You know, like just always got his stuff together.
Yeah. That would be you.
Well, slow down.
Ground ball right side from short right. Roberts turns and throws, and Jaso is out. The Rays are up and down 1-2-3. So this game goes into the 8th with the Rays leading 2-0.
Friday night, that's right, TBT party deck. Christina and Ricky right here celebrating birthdays. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you guys. And I like this little sign up here that folks have started. Matt the Bat, his batting average. The Mighty Casey, his batting average. So as always, Friday night means it's a TBT party. And tomorrow's also going to be a party, guys, outside. 3:30, Rays Live, the pregame show. Laura McKeeman's going to be giving away items with trivia questions tomorrow, so that'll be part of the show. BA will be out there. Orestes Estrada will be out there. It'll be a big party outside Gate 1 tomorrow, guys, starting at 3:30. So from the party deck, another party tomorrow. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, that's Todd Callis, one party after another.
I mean, how does he do it?
Felix Piet takes the first pitch down, the 8th inning underway.
I just don't have that kind of stamina anymore.
It's tough. I mean, just Todd is relentless. One ball, one strike. There he is. Look at that. See? Wherever he goes, he attracts the crowd.
Relentless.
Hellickson working here in the 8th. 7 innings is his career long outing. He's done that 4 times, twice this year. Right now, he's at 99 pitches.
No, he's done a nice job with the pitch count being efficient, but Joe Madden recognizing that he's throwing the ball very well. All pitches to both sides of the plate.
Pitch is foul out of play.
He really has this Baltimore lineup off balance. We've seen it. Some of the awkward swings, the fact that to lefties and righties, he's throwing the fastball away and in, changeup away and in, sweeping the breaking ball, throwing more of a 12-6.
And he has PA reaching, pops it up, foul, and Jaso's there to make the catch. Jaso had a little trouble determining where he was in relation to the railing, but he steadied himself and made the catch.
Well, Harry, you look at the swing. I mean, there's the swing on the changeup, and watch Jaso coming over, trying to find the ball and the wall that's at an angle, and he makes the play. You get a better look.
One out here in the 8th, and now it's Mark Reynolds. He's swinging and missing.
There it is, first pitch changeup.
Going to throw that pitch to both the right-handed and left-handed hitter.
Oh, yeah.
And to either side of the plate. Fly ball back into center field. Full will go back. He's at the track and makes the catch. And Reynolds is out, number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Visit geico.com today. 2 up, 2 down. Now we go to the top of the order with Brian Roberts. 9 in a row, retired now by Hellickson since he gave up the infield hit to Mark Reynolds. The pitch is a strike at the knees. Nice and soft. That's Peralta down in the bullpen. 104 pitches for Hellickson. 107 is his pitch count high for his young career. Fly ball toward the left field corner. That ball's going to be foul. Well, Joyce trying to take as good an angle as he could get right there, but he just could not catch up to that foul ball.
That ball's moving away from him. You see where he's playing. He's got a long way to run. This ball tracking away, and ends up a couple of feet foul.
2 strikes. Strikeouts tonight. A walk, 4 hits allowed by Hellickson. And the 0-2 upstairs. fastball up a little bit. One ball, 2 strikes. And it's popped up. Ball coming in. He's going to make the call in between Joyce and Brignac, and Full grabs it. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-0 Rays. Checkers, feast on. And by your local Southern Ford dealers. Rays opening their homestand tonight. First of 3 against the Orioles. The Yankees are in Monday and Tuesday. And the Rays have this 2-0 lead. Top of the order, Sam Fuld, followed by Ben Zobrist, and then Johnny Damon. Sam bunts foul, strike 1. Jeremy Hellickson has worked 8 innings tonight for the Rays, making 107 pitches, which equals his career high. Guthrie starting the 8th here, and a tap. This is going to be tough for Hardy. He scoops and throws close at first, and they just got him. Hardy to Lee. That was close at first base. Jim Wolf on the call.
Now you knew it was. It was going to be full hustle, and Hardy's got to get rid of it in a hurry.
And Wolf was right on the call.
Yep, got him just, a half a step. Derek Lee able to control that throw going away from him.
Ben Zobrist takes a soft pitch away, the curveball that stayed outside. And a strike. It's 1-1.
Let's go Hawks! Let's go Hawks!
Up a bit to Ben. Zobrist walked in the 3rd. He singled in the 6th. Officially 1 for 2. Rays hitters in the lineup tonight who are in their opening day against Guthrie went a collective 1 for 20. And of those in the lineup tonight that were in the lineup that night, Zobrist is the only guy who had a hit off him. That includes Damon and Longoria, Joyce, Brignac, Jaso, and Zobrist, and the 6 of them went a combined 1 for 20 that night. Pitch inside. Count is full. Tonight the Rays have 2 runs, 6 hits, and both runs came on one swing of the bat. And Matt Joyce hit the 2-run second inning home run. Oh, strike 3 called on the inside corner. Fastball slipping over the inside edge.
Well, you see that look by Ben Zobrist. Not happy, and you don't see this very often. Let a fastball go by, especially with 2 strikes, and that ball right down the middle.
Easy out, baby, easy out.
2 outs. Johnny Damon. The pitch is a strike at the knees. Damon 0 for 3. 2 strikes.
Good late movement on that fastball by Guthrie.
Slider, and Damon connects for the 6th time this year, and that makes it 3-0.
Now here's our Miller Lite taste greatness moment. Johnny Damon on an 0-2 count. Backdoor slider. Hate to beat a dead horse. You know, we talk about, he did throw a fastball off the plate the previous pitch. Difference is Johnny Damon swung at it, so he wasn't going to take it. He had just swung at one that was way off the plate. Then you come right back with that one moving back into his bat. He's already shown you he's going to go out there and swing. That would have been a good pitch if he had taken the previous pitch. But with him swinging at the previous pitch, now all of a sudden it's moving back towards the bat, and he nails it.
1-0 to Longoria. It's popped to the right side for Lee. Lee makes the catch, and the Rays are out. But on the long blast by Damon, the Rays add a run. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Welcome to Friday Night Rays, presented by Hard Rock at Night. Rays have a 3-0 lead as this game moves into the 9th inning. Jeremy Hellickson standing right there in the middle of the diamond on the mound with 8 innings of work and 107 pitches to his credit tonight. A couple of strikeouts, only 1 walk. He's given up 4 hits, and he faces Nick Markakis to lead off the 9th. And he starts him with a strike. Fastball around the knees.
What do you think the odds are he finishes the inning?
Are we going to go there again?
We're going to get in trouble.
A popper back of third. That ball's going to be foul and out of the reach of Brignac and Joyce. 2 strikes.
Now, he has certainly thrown the ball extremely well. Kyle Farnsworth down there warming up. He's hot, ready to go if needed.
Hellickson with a career high in pitches so far, 109.
Yeah, he's in uncharted territory.
There's a pop-up. Right side foul. Playable, and Kotchman is there. 1 out here in the 9th inning.
Just continues to make quality pitches. Well, for all the latest news, in-depth investigative reporting, and sports coverage, sign up for the St. Petersburg Times. For home delivery, call 877-THE-TIMES.
The last complete game and only professional complete game ever thrown by Jeremy Hellickson was back in 2007 at Columbus. First pitch is a strike to Derek Lee. Lee doubled in the 4th inning. Pitch is down. 1-1. Well, here we are on Friday the 13th. And if Hellickson could get Lee and then face Scott to finish off this complete game, he would have retired the last 13 men to face him. And a swing and a miss. Change up in, and the count is 1-2.
I mean, look at these swings. Now, right here, he missed the spot by a wide margin. But Derek Lee doesn't know that. He doesn't know where the catcher's set up. But look at the awkward swings. You've seen that all night from the Oriole hitters because of the mix of Jeremy Hellickson.
High up the right side. That's going to be foul and will twist out of play. Zobrist hustling over there, but no chance. Joe Madden and maybe Martinez. Down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Farnsworth continues to throw at leisure in the bullpen. The 2-2. A little tap. That's going to be foul. Hellickson worked 7 innings against Minnesota and then 7 innings up in Toronto. He made 111 pitches in that Minnesota outing, which until tonight was his high pitch count of this single season. And a swing and a miss. Derek Lee is out on strikes. 2 gone. You know, I just don't recall him making that many pitches, and I think those notes are wrong. He made 97 pitches. I just looked at my notes. So 107 was his highest until tonight. And here's Luke Scott. Scott 0 for 2. And the first pitch is down. So Jeremy Hellickson trying to go the distance for the first time in the major leagues. Trying to throw a shutout for the first time ever in his pro career, minors or majors. has been so great tonight.
Well, he's used it all night long. He's gotten a couple of swings like this from Luke Scott. Look at this middle of the plate, down.
One ball, one strike. Ground ball into the shift. Rodriguez from short right. It's all over. Jeremy Hellickson has gone the distance and thrown a 4-hit shutout tonight. Picking up his 4th win of the year in his first complete game in the big leagues. And it is good enough for a 4-hit shutout. Great job by Jeremy Hellickson tonight. He was in complete charge all night. He stranded 2 men in the 4th inning when the Orioles with 2 outs put men at 1st and 2nd. And he left men at 1st and 3rd in the 5th. And he retired the last 13 men he faced in order as he spends this 4-hit shutout on Friday the 13th here at Tropicana Field. There's the final out. And Jeremy Hellickson gives the Rays the victory to open this homestand and this 3-game series.
Almost saw the crack of a smile. Almost. It's close. Yeah, Jeremy Hellickson, outstanding. Well, that's fun to watch. He put on a clinic tonight.
So 3-7-0 for the Rays, 0-4-0 for Baltimore. The Rays now at 23-15, and they take a 1.5 game lead over the New York Yankees in the American League's Eastern Division. Todd Callis down on the field alongside Jeremy Hellickson right now.
Dwayne, what a night it was for Jeremy. Fit into that 9th inning. Did you think you were going to go back out there?
I didn't know. I mean, I was at 100-something pitches, and we had Farnsey back there, so I wasn't sure.
You obviously were in control of that 9th inning, and when you get that adrenaline going, you knew you were close. How bad did you want that complete game shutout?
Well, I wanted it bad. I mean, it's my first one, and me and Jaso were on the same page pretty much the whole night, so it feels really good right now.
We saw your pitch total ended up right around 120, but over, I think, almost 85 strikes. So you must have had everything working tonight. Did you feel good with your control from the start?
Yeah, I struggled a little bit last time against these guys throwing strikes, so just wanted to get out there and
I'll let you clean off here for a second. How was David who is able to get him right there with the shaving cream? We're going to see the final 3 outs, and we'll see Jeremy Hellickson go through the 9th inning. He said he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to pitch that 9th inning, but there he goes. He gets Markakis, he gets Lee. So, Jeremy, you were able to get through that 9th inning, and David Price was able to get you there with a little shaving cream. But you were saying about your control. You felt good from the start with everything working?
Yeah, I just wanted to come out and establish my fastball early, and I felt good with that the whole game, and changeup was working really well, too.
When you have another guy like Guthrie who's pitching pretty quickly, are you able to get into a rhythm where you're not in the dugout that long? Does that help when you're going in and out that quick and just staying in that rhythm?
Yeah, it helps, but you know, you always want to put some runs on the board early, and we did a good job of that too.
Jeremy, congratulations. Go enjoy with your teammates. Thanks. Jeremy Hellickson, guys, what a night it was for him. Back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you. Complete game 4-hit shutout for Jeremy Hellickson tonight. Rays are winners 3-0. We'll be back in just a moment.